jam. It's weird because I'm used to hearing all these songs with lyrics to them, and he sent me the instrumentals, so now it's like, yeah.
ADGD, let's go.
It's a damn good time. It's a damn good time. I like that riff coming in there.
There we go.
That's pretty hot and heavy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit him with it.
We're hitting you with it again. We're back. Back in the studio, ready to talk to you.
We're back
Our
at it.
lovely, lovely audience.
Week off? Yeah.
Well, we had a week. We did it last week.
I don't know what time or matter, place of interest
It's
this are
that
anymore.
time of year, man. It's that time of year whenever everything just kind of melds together. You lost that week between Christmas and New Year's Eve. New Year's is just it's just, all the leftover cheese.
Yeah, and you had 2 kind of 4-day work weeks
Yeah.
for some people, if you put it that way. So it's just like,
Right.
it seems like the weekends were fun, but it also just seems like everything kind of blurred real fast.
It's just a blur where time doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we're back into it with it. Well, even though it was a short work week for me, probably the same for you, even though you think you still probably did some pewter work on Monday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But back to the short work week of the getting back to the normal grind, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
The weather's not phenomenal. Ugh.
It's the new year,
Yeah.
It's
fucking January. Nothing cool happens in January.
No, January, February. Get them out. Get them out.
yeah.
Get them out
I
of
mean,
here.
February's okay. You got the Valentine's Day, so you can get some pink shit and hearts and chocolate and stuff. But it's
Yeah.
maybe some kissy kiss, smoochy smooch. Get a little smooching going on. Send some cards and some flowers, and then that's it. And then it's ugh. It's just bullshit till springtime, basically.
Yeah, till March. The end of March is when cool stuff start happening, There's,
Definitely a big cool day for me. March 27th, I get my license back. I'm looking forward to that.
That day's not cool at all.
That's cool, super cool. It's your birthday.
I know, it's cool stuff.
It's the anniversary of my wonderful arrest date, so that's cool. I'll be off of the probation. That'll be fun.
You'll be done. Gone.
Ready to go right back in.
Put them right license plate back on.
ready to go right back in. Let's get it.
Hey,
Right.
we're going for my birthday.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we all drive.
I'll drive. Yeah, I probably should never do that again. So.
Yeah, you'll drive, have 2 beers, and be destroyed.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Don't drink and drive, kids.
Do not drink and drive. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone.
No.
Actually, I saw a post from a guy that I know drinks and drives, and he was like calling out. I guess it was the day after New Year's Eve. He saw like a bunch of stuff, of signs of people going into ditches.
Gotcha.
And he posted like, "Oh, there's a lot of people going into ditches last night," like making fun of drunk drivers ish. Like kind of like what you do too, man. That could have been you. Okay, just calm down.
Yeah, don't point fingers if you're attempting the situation too.
Go easy on that a little bit, because you kind of do that too, man.
Yeah.
And we're not here to judge.
We always, there's some risks that are taken.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a few beers here on the show, and sometimes might have to get myself home. But I take the back roads, which does not help. But sometimes
we try our best to be responsible.
Be responsible. That's the key.
Yeah. And I'm trying. I've learned to do a better job of that, at least. So.
Yeah, and I think once you get yourself out of, the drinking that you were doing, there's probably a lot of realization and things where you're like, I don't really, that kind of sucked.
A little bit of self-realization, a little bit of searching your soul, a little soul searching.
Not that I know anything about it, but
yeah. And then you just kind of realize that you're getting fucking older and things just don't work like they used to,
I forget, there was one comedian, and he was a heavy drinker, and he's like, or maybe it was Pat Daly, not Pat Daly, the golfer,
John Daly.
John Daly. There we go.
Yeah.
Somebody was interviewing him. They're like, "You stopped drinking?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I believe this might not be him, so whatever." I believe one person's only allowed to drink so much alcohol in their life. He's like, unfortunately, I used all mine up.
He hit his max. So.
Yeah, he's like, unfortunately, I used mine all up when I was younger. I wish I would have spaced that out a little bit more.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is. You're getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
Getting it out of the way.
And I mean, when everybody says you don't want to drink as much when you get older, it's for sure true because your hangovers are 10 times worse. And everything is just bad.
It just makes it harder to do anything.
Yeah.
Like I could drink and get 2 hours of sleep and be fine, And now it's like if I don't get like a full 12 hours of sleep after a night of drinking, I don't even know what it's going to be like after a year of sobriety. I'll get like 2 beers and want to die. Maybe my heart will just stop. Like it's like I thought we were done with this shit, you fucker. Like, not again. And then I'll just die.
Speaking of heart stopping,
yeah. Oh yeah,
all the news right now.
Yeah, what was that cat's name? I forget it already.
In the NFL, I was watching that game, watched the play happen, and then I was like, "What is going on?" This is like they just kept going commercial after commercial. Like, come on, and talk for a little bit. Very sad what happened. Obviously, him getting hit, and you never want to see something like that.
DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah,
that's right.
But dude's heart just stopped in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
and they had to work on him for like 10 minutes in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
put him in the ambulance, get him to the hospital. Now I saw today they took out his breathing tube, and he was talking and making hand gestures. Like he even joined like the team meeting.
Oh, he went right back to fucking work? Jesus Christ.
Well, that's probably like family, if you were with a bunch of dudes playing football for that long.
It probably wasn't a team meeting. It was probably more like, hey, man, we're good to see you're doing better.
They said he made the heart symbol with his hand and gave him a thumbs up and stuff. And they said he's talking a bit. Doesn't seem to be any brain damage, which is good. That's good. The biggest concern.
Yeah. They already get enough of that to worry about.
Yeah, I mean they probably already have half brain damage anyways from getting hit so many times.
CTE's real, man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he's better. So I feel like now we can say, well, what the hell? Like, crazy that happened.
Right.
It's never happened before.
No.
NFL game got canceled.
Yep. They're not even making it up.
Yeah.
From what I saw last.
And you talk about some repercussions like our fantasy football league.
Yeah, technically I didn't lose, so it's not over, AJ. It's not over, AJ. I mean, he decided to score 177 points against my 66, and I had one guy, T. Higgins, in that game. T. Higgins could have scored 120 points, and I could have won. Yeah. So it's undecided. So
yeah, I had that hope the other week when I had a kicker, and I was like, this kicker just gets 40 points, I'll win. It's easy.
That's it. You never know. On any given Sunday, it could have happened. So there's no clear winner. Sorry, AJ, you can't be current champion.
I think it's pretty clear, but
yeah, I'm kidding.
But hey, you got second place.
Second place.
I got third place.
You got third.
AJ from
the Bunker Boys.
The
podcast.
Bunkers Boys podcast.
Yeah,
he got first place.
Yeah, and it sucks because it was the league that we started for a damn good time, fantasy league. Or a damn good fantasy time is what I call it.
Yeah,
and it was a league to represented by our podcast, and to have 2 other podcasters come in and have one of them take the championship on the inaugural event is it's shameful. Yeah, we need to be ashamed of ourselves.
Brad, sorry, the other one, he's way down there. Yeah, not way down there. I think he got like
5th or 6th,
sixth place.
Yeah,
and
we at least smoked one.
Hey. It's our first year ever playing fantasy football. I'm pretty sure AJ's played before. We're coming in kind of novices of the whole thing. Don't know how it really works that much.
Yeah.
We come in, get second and third place. I should have second place to beat Steven Points. I was going to put that out
there. But you didn't beat me when it mattered.
Did beat you when it mattered. No.
Right. And it's weird. I will say it's weird too, though, because you were last pick in the draft.
Yes, it was 10th round.
And I was first pick in the draft. Mm-hmm. We come in second and third, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think we manage our teams well. So
yeah. I mean,
if you're a fantasy football person,
if you come in second and third out of 10 people, you manage your team pretty well.
And we didn't. I mean, we had your wife that never played before, your brother-in-law never played before.
Right.
My wife has played a lot.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law has played, I think, maybe a little bit. I don't know if he's played a whole lot.
Tyler, who plays, but he doesn't really care about it that much.
Yeah, I mean, and then
it was a novice league kind of.
And then our good buddy, and we've had on the podcast, Eric Willer, who is
sports guru.
Thought he would just run the league, and the man got the most points scored against him more than anybody else by like 200-300. It was not.
Everybody had fire games against him for some reason.
Yeah, I think his first like 3 weeks he lost like half of his team. Yeah. It was just like, and then everybody that played him just went on fire. And, and it was crazy. So
yeah. So he got beat up.
Yeah, he got beat up.
He got beat up pretty good.
And then of course AJ won. He did score the most points, but he also had the least amount of points scored.
Yeah, everybody had wash games against him. It seems.
Yeah, so a little lucky for him, but then he also scored the most points, so he did deserve to win.
Yeah, so he did. He did deserve.
He did have a damn good team. So
good for you, AJ. You are the champion. We shall bow down to you and all of your greatness.
But yeah, enough about fantasy football because I'm pretty sure most people that listen don't even give a shit.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. So let's talk about college football.
Hey!
The Buckeyes lost. That sucks. But only by 1 point. I mean, we should have had that field goal.
Should have won that game.
Shoulda.
There's a couple things that definitely didn't go our way that game.
Yeah.
But hey, at least they held in, made it a good game.
And a game that we quote unquote weren't even supposed to be at.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to be at. We couldn't, we were the underdogs, 7-point underdogs, 6 points underdogs going in.
And
there.
we ran that game the whole time until the last quarter.
Yeah, second half basically kind of was a little falling apart for us. But yeah, I mean it was still a good game.
Yep.
And we got to have a New Year's Eve, watch it together.
Yeah, it interrupted the ball drop, which I never want to. Fuck you, the people that make the schedules. Fuck you. I don't want to do two things at once.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I want two different celebrations. I want a celebration of losing a big game. And I want the game. I want the game to be an event, and I want New Year's Eve to be an event. So don't ever do that again.
Yeah, don't run it that tight to the clock.
Or I'll skip one of them. You'll lose one customer.
Here's the thing: they don't care about the East Coast. They only care about the West Coast.
They just don't care about me.
Yeah,
they don't care about me. Like fuck Steve. Fuck that guy.
So us here in the East Coast, game-winning field goal going off as the ball's dropping.
Yeah, but those West Coast motherfuckers are watching New Year's at New York. What are they? Because we could have just tuned into the next time zone over, whatever their special broadcast is, but nobody watches that dumb whatever that is.
Right. Well, we also could have been at like noon. We could have tuned into like Australia.
Yeah.
I think that's how the time zone works.
Yeah, the United States of America celebrates New York's ball drop. I
think.
Do they? Everybody. I mean, Miley Cyrus is there and stuff all the time, right?
Yeah, I mean...
You think she's going to get on a plane and go to L.A. and be like, Happy New Year again?
I mean, you got the East Coast, you got Central, and then you got West, right? So it's like, boom, boom, hour.
I feel like they're watching the same, that New York City scene and all across the country. I'd like to know that. Maybe Google's probably going to tell us some dumb shit.
I mean, it's midnight, right? So, like, I don't know if they're really going to care, but they might still be watching that scene. Or maybe what they do is just replay it for them. You know what I mean? Because they're, 3 hours? 3 hours? California's 3 hours, right? Yeah. So, 3 hours behind us. So, you think at 9 o'clock they're like, Happy New Year! And then they just go on with their merry life. They do 2 Happy New Years? I don't know. Maybe California has a big party we don't know about.
Maybe, but why don't? I mean, I'd watch it too if I missed. Like for instance, this time, like, hey, let's watch the.
Hey, in 3 hours, yeah.
Let's watch the
at
1
3
o'clock.
a.m., guys.
Let's watch. What is it? Chicago's a time zone over. Let's watch their ball drop.
Yeah.
Missouri.
We probably could have.
Let's see Texas's.
We
ball
probably
drop.
could have pulled that up online, but instead we just tried to scramble, and for some reason we couldn't get it up on the other TV. It was like news.
Okay. Give me an answer to that question, not the other ones.
See, no, this is a big time zone area region question that needs figured out.
God,
because now everybody's curious, Steve. So you got to find it.
I'm trying.
Because if not, we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know. I think they probably celebrate at midnight. They're the same times. There's no way they're just like, oh yeah, cool. It's 9:00. Happy New Year.
Yeah,
in California.
But I mean, like, God damn it, fuck you, Cora. You're so stupid and vague in all of your answers.
This is why we probably should have a third TV set up.
Yeah.
Or the second TV we had should have just been like,
because it's telling me like, oh yeah, it's literally just telling me the ball drop times and other time zones. So like in the central time zone, the ball drops at 10:59. In Mountain Time, it drops at 9:59. At Pacific, at 8:59. So it seems like literally everybody's watching that ball drop, but in New York or in California, you're watching it at 9 instead of midnight.
Right.
So you celebrate at 9:00, and then at midnight you just do like your own thing.
Yeah, I guess it'll be all right.
I imagine there's probably some towns.
Well, yeah, you take the first part of the United States that hits the New Year, and then the next hour you can be like, all right, now it's our New Year time. Let's go.
Or probably like some local news stations or local telecasts will do their own small thing, but it's not like.
Well, they're probably like, let's tune into the East Coast ball drop.
Yeah, everybody's gonna watch.
Tune into that.
Everybody's gonna watch New York's,
yeah.
and then kind of do their own thing when it comes their time, probably. So I mean, that just makes the party go longer, I guess.
Our buddy Eric that we were talking about that got destroyed in fantasy. He's telling me the genius idea that he did with his kids that I'm always going to use when my kids grow up is you just go on YouTube and you find a ball drop thing.
Yeah.
And then you just show that to your kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's great. And then you get them to bed at like their normal 8, 9 o'clock. And be like, Happy New Year. All right, we're going to bed.
I saw it was a TikTok of somebody doing exactly that. It showed their kids watching the ball drop from New York City, and they're in the living room going, counting down, and they start dancing around once it hits Happy New Year, and they're dancing around and shit. And then somebody pulls up their phone in front of the camera, and it says 8:46 p.m. like, yep, we tricked them. Time to go to bed, kids.
Yeah, because you pull up like apparently there's like cartoons and all kind of. I'd be like, all right, it's late. We gotta get to bed now.
Right.
Get them to bed, and then you can just stay up the rest of the night until the actual ball drops or whatever. But
right, yeah, like okay, they don't know. Kids have no concept of time.
No.
Like whenever my kids were young and I was traveling for the oil field a lot, like I wasn't home on Christmas, but they didn't know what day Christmas was. So all we had to do is say, it's December 27th. This is the 25th. It's Christmas.
Christmas is in 3 days.
They don't know. They have no concept of time.
Yeah.
Hasn't been drilled into their head yet,
Yeah, I mean, they're not figuring out clocks yet at that point. Once
Right.
they start figuring out clocks, but hey, guess what? You can change clocks.
Right. Well, now my kids have cell phones and they ask the Google speakers all kinds of shit, so they have all the information.
Yeah, obviously now.
Yeah.
But at that age, but I'm talking like
stinkers.
younger.
Yeah. When they're toddlers around, they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You don't even know what time is.
Once they maybe hit like, I don't know what age, probably like 6, 7.
Yeah, I was thinking like 8-ish.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Then they might have a little more of a concept. But the sun just went down.
When do you learn to read a clock in school? Like, it's got to be like 2nd grade, probably.
Yeah, it was going to be fairly early. Well, there's not a whole lot of analog clocks anymore either. They're all digital. So
yeah.
I mean, literally says what time it is on the clock.
Yeah, all you got to do is hide their cell phones from them and then play that old video from YouTube.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that other day with my kids. Like, is the self age keeps getting younger and younger because obviously they watch you bury your face into it all day.
Yeah.
So is it how do you separate that from them and like give them an age? And then of course all the toys are also like
they're all app related now too.
Well, my brother already bought them tablets.
Yeah.
They have their own tablets.
Yeah.
And frankly enough, Jack is, they're 15 and a half months or whatever now. Jack can navigate YouTube a little bit somehow already,
right.
Which is creepy. And this was always my thing. Like, at first, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I would never have my kids just like shove tablets and stuff in their face. Now I'm like, no, get it.
Right. Without this tablet, all hell's going to break loose. We need it.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, here's a good, like, 30 minutes for me to be like, I don't even have to worry about you. You're just going to stare at the screen.
Right.
Obviously not probably the best for their eyesight.
No, but then it's
but then again, it's not good for ours, and that's all we do. So,
and it's one of those things too. It's like how shielded from technology can you make them without them all of a sudden being behind whenever they need it the most? You know, because it's not slowing down.
No, it's never going to slow down.
You know, it's not like that old adage like you can't rely on the calculator because you're not going to have one in your pocket. You literally have one in your fucking pocket. Like
right.
The world revolves around this goddamn depression rectangle. Like
yeah, I remember when you used to buy like a $120 calculator. Now your phone has it just built in.
yeah, and the entire world revolves around that little deal right there. And so, how shielded do you need your kids to be from the thing that they're going to rely on the most whenever they get older?
Right.
You know, so it's like it was kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, well, it's best parenting, but then it's also like, well, I don't want them to be behind. So, I know we had them tablets whenever they were younger, and then they just got their phones for Christmas last year, so 8 and 10s when we got our boys' phones.
I'll go to like the dollar store or somewhere and like look at the kids section, and it's full of fake tablets, fake video game controllers, fake TV remotes, fake everything that you don't want your kid to grab of yours.
We had
love it the
we
most.
had the fake phones when we were babies, when we were children too. Like they had the button and it called the cow or whatever, you know.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. But I mean, that still was like a handheld.
yeah, but still, like we had, you know what I mean? Like because we wanted to do what our parents were doing and talk to, because that's when your mom would get on that corded phone, smoke her cigarettes in the kitchen and talk to your aunt for like 4 hours or whatever.
Right.
You know, so you wanted to just be like mom, so you chewed on your candy cigarettes and talk to your Fisher Price telephone.
They're just doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So like if you're showing them like this is normal, like bop bop phone in my face,
right?
Like, that's what they assume.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I totally get it, and to me, and to your point, like I do think I would rather have them way ahead of them technology.
Right.
I'd rather have them figure out a cell phone, how to do different applications. Like I always said, man, I would rather have my kids in technology than probably any other field, because that field is just always going to be ongoing, always going to be like an easy good career. That if you're half good at like coding or doing anything with technology, you're going to get ahead. So
yeah, I mean, because I've done a lot of manual labor in my life and it sucked. I wish I would have been pushed towards a smarter thing, you know.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with manual labor.
No, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
I wouldn't mind them both having a little manual labor, or at least washing dishes once in their life in a restaurant. You can make a hell of a living. That'll waken your whole life up.
You can make a hell of a living by breaking your back, but then it hurts more when you get older, you know?
Right.
If you can make a hell of a living just pushing buttons on a keyboard and get some carpal tunnel, then that's cool too.
Yeah. And a lot of that you can just do from home, which is crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely would be a cool career path, I think, for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that is a tough question for parents too, because like a lot of parents, they can only have this much screen time. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, they need to go outside. Kids will still want to go outside.
Yeah.
Like you're never going to break them of that.
My boys have Xboxes, Switches, cell phones, all the TVs, and they still like to go outside and play.
Yeah.
You know?
I think, and this is kind of the fun thing too, I think the evolution of technology has also gotten so advanced. I remember when you did get your kids' cell phones, and I came over, and they're sitting in the living room with the TV on, but they're playing on their cell phones.
Yeah.
Playing video games on their cell phones. So they're playing the same game, and it was like a cheesy game. And I'm like, why don't you guys like playing your Xboxes right now? You got like.
Yeah.
I was like.
Way cooler games.
Yeah, it's way cooler. Oh, no, we just want to play on our phones. I'm just like, okay, all right. So.
Yeah.
But then, sometimes I come over and they're just like running around outside back in the woods and like doing some stuff. And I'm like, all right. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you grow up with that, you're going to get bored of it faster.
Right.
So it might, all this different technology and stuff, I think people are getting more bored of that faster and try to do more outdoor stuff because it's.
Yeah, it's kind of like I always saw, well, maybe not a hard pattern, but I kind of noticed like when you get out of high school, the kids that didn't party too much, they get out on their own and they start dabbling in the party scene.
Yeah,
end up going way off the deep end because they didn't know how to like manage it.
Right.
Because their parents were way too strict on them, didn't let them go out, didn't let them do anything, never let them out of their sight, so they never had that chance to kind of balance the party life with responsibilities. And instead, they were just forced straight responsibilities. So whenever it's like, I don't have that anymore, then they get tossed off that deep end.
Wham! Let me run at this brick wall real quick.
A fucking bus, yeah. So the same could be with technology, where it's like, oh, I'm shielding them from this phone for all this screen for so long that all of a sudden they're just like, boom, boom, binge, and they become some fat incel living in your basement for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, man, I think it's probably a roll of dice anyways, because.
Yeah, and it's there's not a lot of that nurture versus nature thing. It doesn't apply whenever you're still a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I guess that's nature. Then at that point, nature made you a piece of shit. No matter how much nurture happens, you're still a piece of shit.
Or a psychopath. That wants to stab people, but
hey, yeah, man. To each you just got to live your life.
They all, a lot of those serial killers had fucked up parenting too.
Who's to say that looking at organs and holding them in your hands is taboo? Just do you, man. Just live your life.
Just, if your kid starts strangling cats, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag. They start with animals first.
Yeah, they usually start with animals first. A lot of them wet the bed late in life, too. Watch out for that.
How late?
Like teens and shit.
Oh, okay.
Later than you should be.
Well, that was me, so that's why I'm wondering.
Ooh.
I was a little bit of a
lot of them have
not teens,
brain damage too. Did you ever have brain damage?
Who's to say?
No, but I think a lot of it is most there's one podcast I was listening to. They called it the trifecta, where they wet the bed, they had brain damage, and they had mommy or daddy issues. And those top three, when combined, made the perfect storm of a good serial killer.
No, I know I was now I'm talking like first grade, maybe. How old are you in first grade?
Like 7.
7. So I was still nervous about like going to stay in a friend's house.
Yeah, I think you're like 6 going on 7.
I was still nervous about going to a friend's house and wetting the bed.
Yeah, and that's normal. That's still a normal
like
age.
7, 8, maybe. Like I was still
I think it's like the double digits is. I can't remember the last time I pissed the bed, but I know it was like.
But I feel like after that, like the next year, I was like fine.
Yeah. It's always that dream that you're peeing, man.
Like, yeah, oh yeah, oh dude.
There's
so many dreams. It's like this fountain is running.
Yeah.
And I wake up and be like, shit.
It's like, in my dream, I really have to pee, and then it's like, oh man, I'm peeing in my dream, and then I wake up like, oh no, I'm peeing in real life.
Yeah,
this is actually happening.
I remember my poor mom working 2 jobs. And like, oh, damn it. She always had like 3 bed sheets sets for me, and she just changed them out. I'm sure my mattress was disgusting, but hey, what are you gonna do with the bedwetting kid? You just flip that son of a bitch over and let it air out the bottom. I remember our laundry room was always just stacked piles of laundry because she worked 2 jobs and like
because little piss boy Cody
get home and try to take care of her 3 boys and pay a babysitter and like do everything that she was doing. I couldn't.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I'm gonna figure it out a little bit because I got these 2 kids, but
yeah.
Damn.
Yep. That would be tough.
Single mom, 3 boys.
And you're gonna get cursed with one of them being a bedwetter now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they already are.
Well, they're babies.
They're
supposed to be bedwetters.
Yeah, they're peeing out them diapers somehow in the middle of the night.
Oh, they're going overfill, huh?
Yeah, they're overfilling.
Ugh.
And it's not like they got small diapers on. They got big. There's the nighttime diapers.
Yeah,
I know that. We tried those, and those don't work.
Did you try getting like the next size up diaper and put it on the outside of the diaper they're wearing to do the double diaper?
No, I've never done the double diaper.
Do the old double diaper. I don't know if that works.
I've never. I feel like it would because it's got to be coming out of the sides a little bit, out of the back, like.
Or you get those puppy pee pads.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Just lay them
I
down.
might still have some of them around. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. I need to get some puppy pee pads because my puppy's peeing everywhere.
Yeah, puppy pee pads are good.
Yeah.
I had to get puppy pee pads when my dog got diabetes.
Because
that was a whole thing. And she found a corner of the house that unfortunately was carpet and decided this is now where I pee.
That's the diabetes pee corner.
Yeah, that's the diabetes pee corner because apparently when you get diabetes, your blood sugar spikes, you pee a lot. So your body's trying to flush out.
Does that happen to people?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Diabetics pee a lot.
I pee a lot. Just have I always been diabetic?
Oh, maybe. Your sugar levels are off.
Maybe.
Yeah, apparently it's something to do with like your body tries to flush a lot because of the sugar levels to I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know the whole science about it.
But
I know
a thing.
I didn't even know a dog could get diabetes, and my dog got fucking diabetes.
Yeah.
And we didn't figure it out until she started like acting weird and going crazy. And peeing everywhere. And I was like, this isn't right. Took her to the vet, and they're like, oh yeah, your dog's got diabetes. You got to give her insulin shots. I'm like, well, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the very first dog I've ever heard of with diabetes.
Yeah, and I'm talking about. It's not like I fed this dog food.
Right.
Purina dog food.
You were just giving her cakes and stuff.
Ate minimal table scraps.
Yeah.
Minimal. I'm talking like maybe I'd throw her a little bit of something here every once in a while.
Yeah.
Not every day. And a little husky, a little overweight for her size, but nothing like crazy.
Huh.
Most dogs are overweight if you take them to the vet, just like all humans are overweight if they go to the doctor. And just, dogs, cats, they can all get diabetes.
Huh. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning.
I should have known it because I lived with somebody that had a cat that had diabetes and they had to take shots all the time. When I lived up in Canton with Dave and...
Oh, yeah? They had a diabetic cat?
Yeah, Thomas, big. That cat was fat as shit, though. Fattest cat I ever seen. Loved the hell out of me. But yeah, his girlfriend, Suzanne, had to give it shots all the time.
Some insulin shots.
No insulin shot, yeah.
Little kitty diabetes.
Yeah, and then I found out because they're like, oh, you got to go buy this insulin for your dog. And they wanted so my first time I bought it, to get one vial was like $160.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is for a month. $160.
It's a little steep.
So I did a lot of research and I found out that you can just go to Walmart, buy the human insulin, and it does the same damn thing.
Huh.
Does the same damn thing.
Insulin.
My vet's even like, yeah, no, just get that.
Is there a different dosage? Like, is it a different potency, or is it literally just the same thing?
It's the same thing. And it was like $30.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck could I no, it was $160 for like a week, I think. It was something stupid. The price of it was outrageously expensive to get this K9 stuff. And we regulated her, and I was checking her blood all the time, and everything was good. But I was like, if this is a human, how do you even afford this? Because it would have cost a human like $500-$600 a month in insulin.
No, you don't afford it.
No, you don't.
You just die.
Yeah, but then Walmart, you go to Walmart and you get the same insulin because they have a program set up for $30.
Yeah.
What? Why are all these other people charging this much money?
Do you even need a script or anything?
No.
Just
you don't need
I
a
can
script.
just go get insulin right now?
Yeah.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man. I should start getting some insulin just
I don't
for
think
fun.
I need. Well, maybe I had a script. Wait. No. I mean, I bought needles. I bought everything.
Nice. Let's go get some insulin.
Maybe I did have a script for insulin. I can't remember. It's tough to
What happens if you just take insulin? You probably die. You get low blood sugar then.
No, I think it just regulates. I don't know if it lowers.
Well, because what your body produces insulin to help break down sugar.
Oh, yeah. So maybe you get a little lower.
So since you have all that insulin in there, it'll break down all the sugar. So then your blood sugar would be lower. So then you just get hungry. And then you go into diabetic shock. That's why those people chug Mountain Dews and eat candy bars real quick because they get a lightheaded and stuff. So we can make ourselves go into diabetic shock. Something like that. I don't know. Correct us if we're wrong. We're not diabetes specialists.
Yeah, we're sorry if this sounds insensitive, but it was.
But
I
think it has something to do with that. That's insulin breaks down and helps your body process the sugars.
It was the only time I was scared of my big dog Lana.
Yeah,
for sure, because she had diabetic seizures.
Oh yeah,
and then like when she was coming back too, she was like lost to the world, didn't know where she was at, growling. Ugh. Like a deepest, meanest growl I ever heard. And I'm like, Lana, you okay?
Just all like confused and shit.
Yeah. So I'd go over and try to like corner her, like put her in a spot or whatever. And she'd be just like, and she'd wake up and like, I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I don't want to be anywhere near your face right now because you will bite me.
Do not give her kisses.
Yeah, you do not know where you're at right now.
Right.
And then all of a sudden just
pop out of it.
Snap back over me. Just staring at me like, and then crawl over to me and just like lay on me. I'm like, oh
you poor baby.
Poor baby.
Poor thing.
She's had like a terrible, I'm like, I didn't, like, what do you do? Your dog's having just sitting there like seizuring its ass off. That's like, that was hard. Like,
yeah.
That's tough. I mean, just like a human, but
yeah,
dog too. It's just like dog having a seizure is weird to see. They have so much like crazy muscle in their legs and stuff, and all that's tense as can be. It's just like, oh, this has got to be terrible.
Yeah, seizures aren't fun.
Yeah, but it lasted about, I'd say 6 months probably doing that, and then she passed.
Yeah,
she got real bad, and I took her to the vet, and they were like, "Oh, we want to keep her overnight." And I was hesitant to let him keep her overnight. So like, you can't monitor her overnight. Nobody's in this building.
Right.
What happens if she crashes?
Yeah.
But I'm like, also in my
in the morning.
Also in my head, I'm like, this is the best thing for her. She's in the place she needs to be.
In case something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it happens at your house, you're just going to call them.
Right. Or I run to the emergency vet and cost me,
right,
$5,000.
Right.
And end of the day, she ended up dying overnight. So not sucks. Good. Yeah. You think maybe I could have been like, I'll give you a big shot of insulin, save her, but probably not.
No.
I probably just had to sit there and dealt with it in real life and been terrible. So
yeah.
But yeah, and then you also have that fact like, oh, she died alone in a cage. But there's a bunch of other dogs around her, right?
Yeah. There's other
probably barking terrified as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, she went peacefully.
Yeah.
Say that.
Anyways, that was a long rant about insulin and dogs and everything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't know where to go from there.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Let's transition into Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, God, I ruined the Happy New Year. We had a little New Year's party.
Yeah. There's a lot of good food there. Some darts were thrown.
Yeah.
Some Jenga. Or not, Jenga.
Yeah, some big boy Jenga.
The giant Jenga was played.
Yeah, Steph showed me my drunken video of me pulling the bottom block out going, oh, that's the sound Jack makes the whole time.
Yeah.
So I was doing the same thing, but it was really long and obnoxious. And I was like, man, I feel bad for Steve.
Yeah, he stayed on that. He played that angle a little too long.
A little too long.
Because at first it was like, you're like, that's the noise Jack makes whenever he gets excited. And I'm like, ha ha ha. And everybody's like, yeah. And then you just kept doing it.
Kept going for way too long. Yeah, I apologize.
That's the fun thing about sobriety is whenever you hang out with drunk people, you hear the same thing over and over
and over
again. Yeah. You tend to get a lot of those repeats in there, and it's cool. It's like that old adage whenever like if a dog humps your legs, it's like it's just best to let him finish.
Yeah, just let him go.
Just let him finish.
Because if you go, you said that, then they're like, but they're gonna tell you anyways. Yeah, they're gonna tell you anyways.
Yeah, because you tend to get a little loaded and be like, "You're a sexy motherfucker." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, you told me that," and you're like, you just tell the immediate like disappointment. And you're like, "Oh." But if I just like don't even say anything, I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." You're like, you're still like all happy and stuff about it, But if I'm like, "Yeah, Cody, you told me," and then it's like, "No," So it's best to just let you do it, just let you do your thing.
Yeah, and I've been finding that even when you deal with older people, it's the same thing. because they tell you the same stories over.
Yeah.
Not just drunk, like just in normal conversation.
Yeah.
And I find it's just easier. Just let them retell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Just even if you've heard the story 3 times in the past, it's not a waste of your time. You know what it is? A waste of your time going, you already told me. Oh, yeah, you told me this. And you try to play it off like it's cool. And they're like, oh, yeah, so you remember when I told you that and then this happened. And then they still tell you the story.
They go on with it anyway.
So nobody just stops and goes, oh, yeah, I did tell you. All right, so where do you go from there? There's no leading line. So if somebody's telling you a story you already heard, just let them freaking do it.
Yeah.
In my book, I think
let them finish.
I think it's just better. Let them tell you again.
Unless you don't care about that person, and then you can, then just tell them, man, you told me that. Because there's some
or
people,
you have another.
There's some people that you're forced to deal with in your everyday life that you don't like, but you tolerate. So them, I'm not gonna fucking.
Oh yeah, shut them down quick as hell. Yeah, like you told me that already.
Normally
next.
Yeah, next story. Next story. But but the ones you care about, you let them finish.
Yeah, you just let me ramble.
Yeah, just let them finish.
Let this dumb idiot ramble for a little bit. We've all been there. We all probably rambled, and we all know it. And it's just
pretty sure there's 93 plus hours of us just doing it on the internet right now.
Oh yeah,
because this is episode 94. So
94.
So yeah, now after this one post, there's going to be 94 plus hours of us just rambling.
Yeah,
so just let us finish. It's best to just let us finish.
So I'm already thinking about some big plans for episode 100.
What do you want to do?
We want to get some fan involvement.
Okay.
And I want to start early.
We should do 100 of something.
100 of something?
Yeah, like eat 100 candy bars.
Drink 100 beers.
Drink 100 beers.
Oh, one, you can't participate.
I won't be able to drink
so, 2, I would be dead then.
I don't know, 100 or something.
I know. We're thinking it's going to be kind of our 102 years, so that'll be interesting.
Yep.
Maybe we go remote
around Valentine's Day too.
Maybe we maybe could do a little remote location. Definitely live again. We did that once.
Yep.
We could probably try that again.
You figure out. I think because we use OBS Studios to record what you're seeing right now, if you are watching, and I think we can set that up to do multi live, so we can do like a Twitch, Facebook, YouTube,
TikTok,
Instagram, TikTok, all the live ones. I think we just need the URLs and shit to put in there.
Yeah, so we can do some live action. Maybe bring a bunch of people on too.
Yeah,
rotating guests is what I thought would be fun.
Yeah.
And ask maybe like different questions to us, whatever. We just have a party going on in the background somehow. Wish we had a bunch of plexiglass and just let one person in.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta figure it out.
We just need to figure out how to orchestrate that many people coming together as guests.
I got some special stuff on the line already.
Whoa, special stuff, huh?
Might be a little merch coming.
What?
And some different stuff going on. But yeah, I want to make it a big one. So I think I'm letting you guys know that I'm already looking ahead. So
that's cool.
Let's get the plans rolling and we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun. So.
Oh hey, look at this! Our special guest finally decided to arrive.
Bum bum bum.
I brought you gifts.
Oh, nice!
And he comes bearing gifts. Oh, and he's got some good ones too.
Look at this.
Look at this. I was just talking about merch. This guy's already bringing some shit in.
He's got us some T-shirts here, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Mosley.
Hey.
Sam Mosley.
Welcome to the party.
Sorry I'm late.
That's fine. That's we'll take a break.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What episode are we on?
94.
Are we on 94?
Yep.
Damn it, I wanted to make 100. But hell, 94 is good too.
Just talking about episode 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys going to do?
We're not 100%. We're not 100% sure. But we were talking about trying to do like a multi-guest thing, maybe
That'd
do
be
some
cool.
live streaming.
I'll fuck around.
Be like a big event.
Yeah. You should do some kind of contest.
Yeah.
Like a like a cold hot dog eating contest.
Yeah. I said, like, we need to do, like, eat like 100 or something, or do 100 of some things, or eat 100 candy bars.
Maybe you should drink pickle juice and see who shits first. I don't know.
Bring it back to the old Lighthouse Bistro days.
Or how many piercings can you get? I want to rock one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Dude.
I'm not
I
doing
went to
any
Cleveland.
piercings.
I was in Cleveland today. It was my
Steve wins.
I win with the most piercings. How many? Do you have piercings?
I had a lip ring.
Yeah.
Let me get up in this bitch. I had a lip ring.
Get comfortable.
And
yeah, because I say we just keep rolling with it.
We gotta get that hanger out. We gotta get that hanger out of the shot.
Oh, fucking hanger!
Get that
Get
out.
out of
Get
here!
it out! Get him out of here!
Get out of here!
Get out of
What are you
here.
talking about? Your khakis or your khakis? I had a lip ring in middle school, and
Yeah.
this crush of mine, this girl, she'll remain unnamed. She, like, the first day I got it, she fucking grabbed it and pulled.
That's I always thought it'd be cool to get my nipples pierced, but I never did because of that. Too many titty twisters going around.
I mean,
I get it.
that's a real, like, it's a statement you make, like a Motley Crue kind of pussy rock hairband thing you do.
Yeah.
Like, or like, you don't see, like, you're a bulk dude, you don't pierce your nips, man. People will be just confused.
Plus, I have really tiny nipples.
Yeah, you have really tiny nipples.
Really small nipples.
I think it would be extremely painful.
It would make more sense for me to get my nipples pierced than you to get your nipples pierced.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not in personality-wise.
I would enjoy to see that happen.
Not in personality-wise, but just because I have way bigger. Like, you have these tiny baby nipples, and I have, like, the silver dollar nipples.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, like
milk duds.
Yeah, it'd make more sense. Yeah. Look at them little nipples.
Let's show the camera. Show the people at home.
Bigger nipples.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. I think my nips are bigger than yours.
Yeah, I have small nipples.
Yeah, everybody has bigger nipples.
I do have a nipple
except
twin.
Maybe Tyler.
Tyler Dutton is my nipple twin. He's got tiny nipples just like me.
Wait, are we going on show?
Lyle's.
Are we going on show right now? Because I was
Dude,
vaping.
we
So.
are.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. Except
Well, if there's any part of that little sequence that we did right there, breaking back into the show
you didn't
of you vaping, I'll make sure it gets cut out. But just to remind you here, we're here with Sam Mosley. He popped in there for a minute. We took a little break, and we're back at you.
We're here. Look at our shirts.
We got shirts
changed.
Yeah.
We changed, and we got some.
It's got my face on.
A damn good time podcast chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we still need to remove some more hair off my head.
Wait, let me look at. No, I mean it's.
I just keep balding more and more.
It looks good though. It's real black, or it's very evident.
I look
like,
so good.
It's like the Doppler radar.
We look good as silhouettes.
I like it.
I'm glad you hand me the black one and Steve the white one because
I was stressed.
I will
honestly.
ruin a white one
House
in like 10 seconds.
What, tit dirt or something?
I'll shout it out.
I'm just.
I'll shout it out.
I'll shout it. If I get stains on it, I'll put some shout on. Actually, it'll probably just make it cooler if it's got stains on it. Got a barbecue stain on my white T-shirt.
Let's get some blood on it.
Yeah, dude, punch me in the nose.
Get some blood stains, maybe a couple holes in it. Go for that kind of like grungy look.
A couple cigarette burns.
Yeah, wear some Chuck Taylors.
Like, man, it was so that way when you look at it,
right now.
when you look at it, you can say like, that dude had a damn good time.
No, Crocs.
I still got some Chuck Taylors hanging out.
I got Nike bottom, so I'm like, fuck. I don't really. I don't like Nike because I watched Wild Wild Country on Netflix.
Yeah.
And the founder's like, I didn't really agree with his views. Of people. Have you seen that?
Is that the cult one?
Yeah, it's about this. It's
Badwan or Bakwan or whatever the fuck that
Rashid.
Name was. Yeah.
It's very interesting. He loved Royce's.
Yeah.
It was a wild show.
I don't remember them wearing Nikes in that one.
But what, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the son is one of the main one of the narrators, if you will. He wears the cowboy hat, and because they had the lawyer who was always crying.
Yeah.
You remember?
Kinda.
And there was the guy with the cowboy hat, and then there was that old couple that would talk. They were sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
And I just hated the way they treated these people, because they were different.
Yeah.
At first it was okay, and then I don't know if have you seen it or.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Oh. Yeah. Then I found out Nikes really aren't that like great of quality. Like it's like the cheapest shoe you can get.
Well, they're all made by Chinese kids.
Yeah, which is.
No matter what shoe you buy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Thailand.
But Crocs are made from crocodiles. They actually create
that's right.
Hay dudes are actually made
American
from hay
alligators. Yeah.
They just throw a piece of rubber in a crocodile's mouth. And it bites holes into it. And that's why there's holes in it.
Medulla oblongata. Created. Yeah, so thanks for having me back. I'm sorry.
I think Nike shoes and Colts, it was Heaven's Gate. They actually had their own little uniform whenever they killed themselves because the
Kool-Aid thing.
Yeah, I think they drank Kool-Aid.
I wonder what flavor it was.
I don't remember.
Cyanide?
But they had cool jumpsuits and they had Nikes. And they even had little patches on their jumpsuit that said that they were on Heaven's Gate away, the away team because they were going away.
Wow. Yeah, and then
that's pretty rad.
The gates, they were all at the gates, and God's like, "What the hell did you guys do? Why?"
And their one logo even looked like the Green Bay Packers a lot.
Like you sons of guns.
And there was one guy who didn't drink the punch.
Was there? There was a survivor.
I like to think there's one. And he just took all
jokes on you fuckers.
He took all the cash out of their pockets and ran away.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Surprised it's a Nikes.
There's a little patch that says Heaven's Gate away team.
Wow, I never knew. That's so bizarre. How many people passed away?
Was it 20 something?
That's so sad.
22, 21.
Oh, I thought it was like, where was it at?
Nikes. There's the Nikes they were. Oh, there's actually one of them.
I actually have
their
a
little
pair
purple float
of Kyrie Irving Nikes. I think they are.
But I mean, it's still
got the Velcro, which I always think when I see Velcro, I think of you're getting older.
39 adherents, 21 women and 18 men between the ages of 26 and 72 are believed to have died in 3 groups over the 3 successive days, with remaining participants cleaning up after each prior group's death.
Oh, God. So
suicides occurred in groups of 15, 15, and 9 between approximately March 22nd and March 26th, right before your birthday.
But not on my birthday.
So you're the survivor, huh?
Well, I didn't want to tell anybody.
Well, now I'm gonna have to fucking choke you with the Kool-Aid, Sam.
Enjoy that beer. Anyways.
Oh, cool. Oh, it says, "Oh my God."
These people, they took phenobarbital mixed with applesauce or pudding and washed it down with vodka.
Phenobarbital, that's what they gave. That's what they give you when you're coming off alcohol. That's a barbiturate. It's a hell of a time.
Under the brand name Luminol.
39.
Some medication of the barbiturate.
I mean, how do you convince 39 people?
You got to be a pretty charismatic person.
You got
to be cool. You got to stick together.
I feel like that's the epitome of big dick energy right there.
Dude, that's like evil Satan dick energy.
Yeah.
But you're right.
But Jim Jones, they killed like 900 some people in Jonestown, didn't they? Wasn't that was their body count was huge. Jonestown?
I don't know if Jonestown. What was Jonestown?
I've never heard that one.
November
was that
18th, 1978. Total of 909 people died at the settlement of a nearby airstrip in Port Kaituma and a temple run building in Georgetown, Guyana's capital city. The name of the settlement became synonymous with the incidents at these locations. They drank cyanide poisoning in...
what year was this?
This was in 1978.
It's a terrible way to go.
There's a whole bunch of...
Why is it always in the...
I've never heard of Jonestown.
That whole cult was documented like a lot. They have videos. They have... There's all kinds of audio tapes and all kinds of creepy ass shit. This one, that's a good one to get into if you ever want to listen to like a good cult podcast or a good true crime podcast. They talk about Jonestown on
Waco's good too.
The last podcast from the left. I listen to them a lot.
I'm sure they do.
They talk about Jonestown on that one. It is
900?
Crazy story. 909.
Cyanide. That's a horrible way to go.
There's got to be kids involved in that too.
Oh yeah, there were kids,
damn.
kids, old people.
What?
Did they know?
You know, I would.
I mean, that's a parent making their kid drink.
I want to be a part of something
Yeah.
that's bigger than the world or bigger than me, but not that way.
I know.
You know?
That's just, whoa.
Like, it'd be nice to do something positive instead of murder 999
There was actually,
people.
there's a total of 918 dead because there was a shootout. I guess there was people trying to stop them. They were trying to leave.
Stop dying, and they.
Yeah, there's some. I forget the full story. Check it out. But there was, and without getting into reading this whole entire Wikipedia thing for you, I do remember like at the end of it, there was some delegate from the United States went down there to talk to him, and they put on this big facade like, no, see, we're peaceful people. But like Jim Jones was so fucking whacked out of his gourd by then that he thought that they were going to leave to tell everybody they needed to shut down.
Oh.
So their guards opened fire on a plane as that U.S. delegate was trying to leave and shit. And then he said like, "Yep, we're all committing suicide today." And they like the people that wouldn't willingly drink the Kool-Aid, they injected them with the cyanide poisoning shit. Yeah, it's very
I didn't
gruesome.
know about that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's nuts.
You should definitely watch Wild Wild Country, and then wasn't there a Waco was
Waco.
That one was pretty.
That was a little different. That was just like
too.
I don't think that's so many people. That was just more like a military standoff on
Well,
somebody's property.
Wild Wild Country. It was a huge community. I mean,
I watched it. I watched
you did?
it. Yeah.
I mean, it was a great show, and I got mad because of the way, the town treated these people, when essentially they were just different.
Yeah,
and then shit got
they
weird.
were trying to buy up the entire town and run it over. But
I mean, once they were, it's just if you watch it from like an unbiased point, and we're all humans, and it irked me to see the hatred over it just because they were different. And that's essentially where it started. Because you pick on someone so much for being different or whatever, then they're going to retaliate eventually, or they're not. And
yeah, I think a lot of it though is they're still not doing it with the greatest of intentions.
Well, they didn't even drink. I mean, they were allowed 2 drinks, I think, a day of alcohol, and then they did this weird.
Weren't they the ones that tried to spread poisoning on buffets and shit?
No. Okay, it was the let's see, the leaders, like,
it was not
second
good.
in charge.
Yeah,
it was conspiracy to murder. I think she poisoned or tried to poison. Actually, she did
the buffets at the local town and shit.
I think so. And she did jab somebody.
Yeah, so I get where you're coming from. Like, yeah, they were different. They were just being picked on because they were different. But they didn't have the best intentions.
No, they had. They just
had
some weird tandem crazy.
If some weird cult group buys a giant piece of property,
then I'm getting a red shirt.
Putting billions of dollars into this property.
Dude, they made...
Starts busing in homeless people from out of state and stuff.
Yeah, and like bringing all these people in.
Getting them as registered voters to start voting for the leaders of your cult to be...
Kind of like the border.
You're in this little town that you've lived in your whole life.
Yeah.
You probably never stepped foot out of the state. And then all of a sudden they just start like... They're at your gas stations. They're at your general... They're at your grocery store all the time. It's yeah.
It's
and
just
maybe...
Like,
but you're gonna be a little mad at them. It could be one. It could be a thing of jealousy because it's like they got more money in there. What the hell's going on in there?
Not used to change.
Yeah. But they're also in your mind they're just crazy people. Because why'd you just move out here in the middle of nowhere?
Right.
So you're just crazy to me.
And I think a lot of that too is there are people with kindness and goodness in their hearts that get wrapped up into these things. And they're being manipulated by the people with the poorest of intentions. And so, yeah, you do kind of have a bleeding heart for the people that got kind of roped into it.
Yeah.
But for the situation overall, it wasn't there for good intentions, not that I believe.
I mean, hearing that lawyer speak, and I mean, he missed it. These people missed
Well, it started from what?
But it
India?
ruined
Right?
marriages. Like people split up from each other and went to
Well, they had it came
It
from
started in
he was a
India.
guru from
Yeah.
India. All these people were following him.
and he was a major fraud. Like he got busted for
Oh no, yeah. People to
Which
be
I
his
don't even-
full worshiper, they had to give him all of their money.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All of their money.
Yeah. Look at the
So-
eyes, man. He's just
He
was
there
such
was
an intense
private
dude.
jets.
Oh,
Bhagwad and
he had so many
Rajneesh.
roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
And he's just taking everybody's money and having them sleep on cots in a big community and trying to tell them that they're all one, but he's reaping the benefits of
They
it.
did for the group of people. They did create this cool city. You can actually, I'm pretty sure you can go there, and it's just abandoned. I'd love to.
No, it's not abandoned. It's
what is it now?
Scouts of America or something like.
It'd be cool to see.
Scouts of America took it over or something like that.
What's Scouts of America? Who?
Like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts.
Oh,
it's like a building for them.
but sorry.
He was not a good guy because at the end of
No,
it,
definitely not.
the other people were like,
Definitely not.
if he wanted to bang your wife,
Yeah.
he would bang your wife, or if he wanted your daughter or something like that,
yeah,
you better be willing.
he probably never washed his garments.
But yeah, they built a whole infrastructure on their own. Had a dam,
He was basically-
hydroelectricity.
It even says
It
here,
was cool.
its citizens and leaders were responsible for launching the 1984 Rajneesh bioterror attacks, as well as the planned 1985 Rajneesh assassination plot, in which they conspired to assassinate Charles Turner, the United States Attorney for the District of
That's
Oregon.
right.
So yeah, they weren't good people.
Well, that's what
They weren't.
tandem crazy sex does to you, I guess, and not drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
but they did do some cool things to the environment because at one time, things started. Animals started to come there. And, but other than that, it was fucked.
And then they unleashed salmonella in 10 salad bars,
Wow,
10 different salad bars
release the
across Wasco
salmonella.
County.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you must have watched the show
and
with one eye shut because it was what I got out of it. These were the leaders of it were terrible people.
It was in an attempt to incapacitate the voting population of the city so their own candidates would win the 1984 Wasco County elections.
Oh, that is dark.
Because they kept busing in a bunch of homeless people and getting them registered to vote.
Oh, that's right.
And forcing them to vote for their people with the free housing and shit.
Yeah, and then even the I remember the members of the COP were not liking that either. Where the direction of it was going. Well, either way, it was kind of fucked.
Either way, they were trying to buy the whole
Either.
city. They were trying to eat that whole city up
And just take it over.
and just do what they want to do. They did some things
Pretty
that were
cool.
crazy. It's a very interesting documentary.
One might
to watch.
say they were wild
Wow.
in the
out
country.
in the country.
Wow.
They did some wild things in the country.
One Indian man. 1 million people. I don't even know how many people there were, but there was a couple 100,000. I want to say there was
I think it
a
was
few hundred. I mean, it was over 10,000. I have to. In a world,
I
within
don't
a
think it was that
world.
big. I think it was like
I want to say it's over 10.
1,000.
I'll pierce my
2,000
nipple
people?
if it was over 10. No, wait, shit.
Nah, I don't think it was that big. It was, but yeah, at the end, then there was a half, or not even a half, like a bit of a mass suicide thing that happened too. It was not good.
They weren't suiciders. I think that that one. Where are they?
No,
Yeah, there was
the
some suiciders in that.
the woman in
She got
charge. She
arrested.
got but she was actually out of prison.
Or killings,
During
or
the-
there was something. It might have
Yeah,
been
and
killings.
the way she explained it,
Might have been killings because I think he literally
No,
spiked
and
the punch.
no
She
one
was
died.
extradited from
She
West Germany and
stabbed, I
imprisoned for
think.
attempted murder, assault,
Yeah.
wiretapping, arson, immigration fraud. Her role in the
Yeah.
bioterror attack and extra years movement, she came under investigation for multiple other felonies that did drug smuggling, currency smuggling, voting fraud,
What?
immigration fraud, attempted murder, arson.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, she was
She was just nailing it.
she was a good leader.
Oh, she was like the right hand
She
man.
didn't hold back.
The whole commune that was originally listed for $28 million in 1985. The ranch was sold at
28 million.
sheriff's auction for $4.5 million in '88 to the Connecticut General Life Insurance Company.
an
the only
insurance
bidder
company bought it.
The only bidder.
I think I remember when I looked it up now. It's like Scouts of America headquarters or
Would
something.
you rather go there or go see the set to Trailer Park Boys? I'd go to Nova Scotia.
Set Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just because.
96,
Yeah.
Washington donated the ranch to Young Life, a Christian youth organization. Since 99, Young Life has operated a summer camp there. First as the Wild Horse Canyon Camp, later as the Washington Family Ranch.
Place is probably
Alright,
haunted.
maybe that's
Probably haunted as fuck.
probably-
Canyon serves high school students, while smaller camp Washington Family Ranch Creekside primarily services middle school students. So yeah, it's a getaway for kids.
Yeah. So I had kids, right? I just
Yeah.
get away with the.
Yeah. Fuck Disney.
I was
World.
wrong,
Let's
but
go.
something like that. I knew I googled it, and it
28
was
million
something about
people.
kids. Boy Scout sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the numbers, because it did start in India, so that 28 million's everybody, not just.
All right,
Interesting.
we got to blop off
Interesting.
this subject for sure.
What do you guys want to talk about next? Eating ice.
Eating ice.
Ooh, it
I just crunched a
speeds
bunch
up,
of ice into the.
speeds
Well,
up your
that's-
metabolism.
Mr. Mosley,
Yes.
how's life as a musician going?
Extremely challenging,
Yeah.
but I love it. And I hate it at the same time. No, I hate it.
Yeah, if it was easy, everyone would do
Anything
it.
new and
This is-
exciting in that world going on? I mean, last time you obviously you dropped
I just
a new
I just
single on
released a
us,
single. It's called Dead Weight. It's out on pretty much all platforms. And it's I'm pretty proud of that one.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been trying to. It's I just posted my like Spotify Unwrapped or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was hesitant on doing it because, I look at the numbers and I'm like, these are rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers, but it's only it's been 2 years now. I got 16 songs out total. And I need to pat myself on the back every once in a while, like, hey, look what you've accomplished.
That's more songs than a lot of other people put out.
Yeah. But there's a lot of indie music is on the rise, and I think that term indie is just thrown loosely.
To be an indie, you gotta be
it's really
by an independent label, right? That's what it means.
Yeah, well, yeah, you do a lot of things by yourself, independently, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a recording, and that's what Sunday I'm gonna start recording the next project with Carlos Santos, my dude.
The dude.
He just got a new computer, and we got some new upgrades, so it's gonna be pretty. I'm excited.
That's cool.
Yeah, I always have a blast recording with him. He actually he took all my bloopers. Like, little did I know, like he would record and save little parts of me, like getting mad or like saying, like messing up and making noises, and he made this rap song out of it. And I think I have it. I might send it to you.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. And it slaps, dude. That's what
Banger, dude. It's
and
a
I
fucking
showed
banger.
it to my mom and my sisters, and for days they were singing it. And it was funny. Yeah, I mean, I need to get some shows, and I'm started to play at the Broken Niblick.
Yeah.
I think it's like every other Tuesday. I haven't been able to do that recently just because of the holidays and stuff. But
Yeah, everybody's busy around the holidays.
yeah, I'm trying to get out. And then also there's that new brewery in Philly, Bullet.
Oh, the 5-barrel Bullet Brewing Company.
Yeah, have you been there?
I have not. It's
Dude,
right. It's
the
like right down
beer-
the road from
The
me.
beer is delicious. I mean, when I went there to play for the first time, the guy, he gave me probably, I don't even know, like, he gave me free beer the whole time, and I felt terrible. I felt terrible until I wasn't.
Yeah, I need to try it out.
It was good. I like the pale stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It was good, and I didn't know. I liked seeing, like, the tanks and stuff.
Right.
And it was cool to play. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that place looks awesome too. I need to give it a shot.
They had this huge brick, like,
feel like they could have gone a little simpler with the name. There's a lot of, that's a big old mouthful.
It's huge. What is it? The bullet?
Five Barrel Bullet
Brewing Company.
Yep.
I feel like they should have just put another B at the end of it.
Yeah, or just call it 5 Barrels or Barrel Brewing.
The Bears.
I don't know why the bullet's in there.
Because it's a 5 barrel, which usually it's probably a 6 barrel, wouldn't you say? Like a revolver. Isn't that 6 shots, or is it always 5?
I think some have 5 or 6. I'm not a big revolver guy.
What are you?
I don't know.
Kind of guy. I'm a musketeer.
I don't own a revolver, so that's kind of what
I own a Daisy BB gun.
I got an AR. I got a shotgun. I have
Nice.
2 shotguns. So if anything, I have more shotguns than I have anything else. So if I'm anything, I guess I'm a shotgun guy because I have more of those. But,
Nice.
Yeah.
Like a few handguns in the house too. But
I want to get like a 50 cal and try to hold it like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I did. My first job was at a shooting range actually in Midvale.
Oh yeah.
And I got to shoot a bunch of cool guns. And my brother got to shoot a minigun. He cut a van in half.
Nice.
I didn't get to see it. We did the IMSA tournament is what they called it, and people from all over the world, would like Australia and all over the place, would do this long range.
Yeah.
Where they lay down with the pistols that look like, I'm thinking of rolling like the Dark Tower Stephen King series, like Clint Eastwood pistols, and dude, these cannons were huge. And they'd shoot them, steel targets, and we'd go out there with the golf carts. I just loved driving the golf cart, and we'd paint over it. But I ended up backing up into the boss's truck, and I wasn't invited back.
You silly goose.
Well, the person who was in the passenger side said I was good, and I clearly wasn't.
What a fucking liar.
I think he did it on purpose.
Never trust your I never trust my passenger.
He was gonna for your job.
Like, he's the one that got me the job.
And then you exceeded more and got the driving position. He wanted to drive.
Maybe so. Like, I went up to this Australian man, which I looked at him and I knew that looked like it hurt.
It didn't hurt. I just made a loud noise.
Oh, I was about to beat the shit out of that thing. But this guy, I knew he was Australian. You look at a guy and you kind of get a idea of where he's from.
Yeah.
Like me, I look like I live under a rock or I'm a hobbit. And I asked him if he had any coins, like any currency.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's down in the bobby." And I'm like, "What?" And he repeated himself. And then he looked at me and he was really irritated. "It's in my car." And he gave me like $2.16. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a collector of currency.
Yeah, I think we all try to be.
Well, yeah.
I want to collect a lot more than I have.
American dollars would be cool, but that comes and goes.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I have 5 pounds, actually. I think I have more money that's not usable here.
From other countries?
That's a lie, actually.
Yeah, you can transfer that into the bank.
But,
you got other currencies.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if I got the 5 pounds from Rockies of all places. What the hell is this English dude doing at Rockies in Bolivar when it was open?
No idea.
Like why here? Why Ohio, dude?
Hey, you never know.
But it was
flying
Stewart.
around.
I gave him. I don't know what his name was. I gave him $7 and he gave me 5 pounds.
Was he like 7 feet tall?
No, he was real short.
Okay. I only know one English man, and his name's Stewart, and he's like 7 feet tall.
Oh, Stewart.
7 feet tall.
I know.
He's
That's
fucking
a tall man.
Maybe actually more along the lines of like 6'5".
Okay.
But yeah, dude's tall.
I knew one.
7 feet tall is a tall ass
His
man.
name was Casper,
Okay.
and he was shorter than me. But he was a stout dude, and every time I met him out in Salt Lake City, and we'd go to a bar, and I would act like his brother. I'd speak with the accent because I was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And eventually the women would flock to me like the fresh, salmon of the Captain Capistrano.
Instinctively flocked like the salmon of Capistrano.
Yeah, I fucked it up, but it happens. And Jim Carrey's probably rolling his eyes and wondering why, Sam. But yeah, he was a rope access guy. Did like down like water towers, propelled, and did thickness measurements and stuff.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, wild shit.
Throw a little guy down there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put him down the well.
Yeah, that's pretty much how.
That's how trolls were invented.
That's how it was for me. Like, I was the little guy, so I had to go in all the confined spaces, which was cool and shitty at the same time.
Yeah, you'll have that.
But yeah.
All right, moving on. Well, what else we got today,
Well,
Steve?
I think I hate to say this, but I think we might have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We're going pretty long.
Fair enough. I can sing my theme song.
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just
Play us out. Wait,
right.
here, let's
I don't have any music for it.
before he plays us out, I gotta ask you, Cody.
Yes, sir.
Did you have yourself a damn good time?
I had myself a damn good time, Steve. Steve,
What's up?
did you have a damn good time?
I did have a damn good time.
We hope you guys had a damn good time as
Mr.
well.
Mosley, did you have a damn good time?
I had, for the time I was here,
Yeah.
a damn good time.
That's good, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's good.
Welcome to the Damn Good Time Podcast. Yes. In the basement, our friends, they laugh. Yeah, and we grew hemorrhoids on our ass here at the Damn Good Time Podcast. Yeah.
Boom. Nice.
That was my work.
Hit him with it.
Hit him with it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to catch us next week. Click like, subscribe, share with your friends. We love you guys. I love you guys.
Thanks for having me.
And
Sorry I'm late.
We'll
suck.
see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ahoy.
Blah, blah, blah.